Hey everybody, it's Daniela from Sister Mediums, and I am talking angel cards for the month of September. So I'm just going to get right into it. It's been a really long week. For those of you following us, you know that we have a fundraiser in a few short days, and we've been pulling some really late nights. I was supposed to post this yesterday, and I actually had such a migraine I couldn't finish it. Here we are super late at night, and if not for the light shining in my face, my eyes would be pretty tired right now. On camera, they're kind of keeping me awake. So I just want to get to this because I really think people need to know what to expect, what the guidance is for the month. And I have written it out. I pulled the cards. I kind of, I sit there and I ask the angels to give me that clarity for you who's watching. So let's just get started. Saints and Angels is one of the first decks I've used, the Romance Angel cards, and Archangel Michael, which I don't always pull in these types of, monthly readings. They definitely come out in our actual card readings that we do in person. They're a prayer, and it's interesting how it ended off with this one. So I'm going to just start. First one, right off the bat, is the Speak Your Truth card. Now, when I see this card, I'm just going to actually put it a little closer so that you can see it. Oh God, and don't look at my nails because clearly I need to get my nails done. But if we take a look at this card, it talks about no more beating around the bush, okay? What's on your mind? What has been on your mind that has been brewing and brewing and brewing, and something that you can't let go of, something that your throat chakra is ready to say, but you're either scared to say it, you're just tired of saying it, some situation that you've had, whether it's at work, whether it's within a relationship, whether it's within a mother-child, son, mother, father, son, the dynamic. It doesn't matter really what it is, siblings. What have you not spoken up about? It's time to speak your truth. We've had this card come up a lot, or I'd say over the last year. It's definitely come up a lot. It's not the first time, maybe in a different capacity or a different deck that we've used, but talking about your feelings or your emotions is really, really important. And it's saying that you can't hold it in anymore. If you speak from a place of courage and integrity, then you're going to get your point across. Say it with honesty. That's one of the biggest things when you have to say something that might be really difficult to say to someone, whether it's your boss, whether you're in a situation where you're actually looking at something, a different perspective on things that you think others can't see. Ask angels to help guide you with the words that you need to use in order to get your point across. It's one of the biggest things with speaking your truth. And even if people's reaction to what it is you have to say isn't what you expect, or you feel some pushback from that, do it anyway. It's going to fill your soul to be able to be fully honest, stand in your integrity with how you feel and why you feel a certain way. What else? Nothing to fear, release. Yes, release this throat chakra. When you speak with courage and honesty, I find people listen. There's a difference between yelling at someone and just blurting out some emotion. But when you've had something that's been brewing for a while and you've really had time to take a step back and think about it, and you speak from a truth perspective of, this is really how I feel, someone can't tell you that you don't feel that way. That's a big one, and it comes up a lot with clients. And they say, well, I feel a certain way, but I'm not feeling validated. I'm not being listened. No one's listening to what it is I'm actually saying. And, you don't even want to spit it out anymore because you've said it so many times. But if you really come from a place of honesty and say, this is my truth, this is how I've been feeling with such and such situation, that other person generally has no choice but to finally take a step back and say, you know what, I think I got to listen this time. So have the courage to do this. Stop using a filter with what you're saying to people. Not saying what you really feel. Someone asks you a question, should I do this? And you're like, not sure. Do you think it's good for you? You come up with other questions for them, whereas at the back of your mind, you know that it's a hard no. Say what you feel. Stop filtering the answers for people. There's a way to do it nicely. You don't have to always be so harsh in the delivery of the message that you have if it's a negative one. That's where the fear comes in for people. They're scared to ruffle feathers. So look at it from that perspective as well. Just be honest with yourself and those around you. There's something that's been brewing and it needs to come out. Don't wait on that, okay? I'm not going to spend any more time on it other than you need to speak up. And if we don't, you're just closing that chakra. That chakra remains unbalanced. It's the chakra that is going to be totally blocking everything that's coming your way because you cannot speak from that place of integrity or authenticity. And people will eventually see that, okay? You also will suffer. There's no other way to say that. Second card I pulled. This is from the Romance deck. It is the Free Yourself card, which definitely follows the Speak Your Truth. If you're not speaking your truth, you're pretty much trapped. So this card tells us, yeah, this is where you've been for a long time. This is where you still are. So if you don't speak your truth, you're not going to get to this point of freeing yourself. But take a look. Think of a unicorn. They're full of magic. They're full of ideas. They're full of dreams. And it doesn't look like this unicorn is dreaming to me. It actually looks caged up. And here, I'll take a better look. Completely caged up. Feeling of being stuck. Feeling trapped. And you have the opportunity to jump out of that fence. You have the opportunity to do it. But you look like you're sitting pretty because you've been pretty used to kind of taking a second seat to other people or taking a back seat to what you really want to do in your life. There's a false sense of security when you have a fence around you because you get to that point of, oh no, really, it's okay. It's not that bad. It's not that bad, the situation I'm in. Actually, it pretty much is, but you've made yourself feel safe by putting yourself in this bubble and building this fence that, truthfully, is too difficult to break down. It would be easy for all of us if we just opened the fence and did everything, and it would just, la, 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 there goes your fence. It opens up, and, you can go and do what you want in that garden that is full of bountiful, beautiful flowers, growth, but you're not doing it. It would be easy, but clearly it's not. That's why it's the tough work that we have to do. That's why speaking your truth is important. And when you speak your truth, you'll have the courage to free yourself from either that relationship that, it's just not working, your career, your friendships, someone who may be, I don't want to say a controlling figure in your life, but maybe an authoritarian figure in your life, or someone who you're kind of afraid to speak up to because traditionally they've always been maybe the stronger one or the one who's taking control of things. But in this card, you've definitely given up your control. You've pretty much resting and saying, yeah, you know what, I'm just not feeling like fighting this. So I'll just, succumb to whatever they tell me I have to do, and I'll stay in my little trap in my cage and feel sheltered until I make the decision. This is time. This is the time. Free yourself. Get out. Do what you need to do. This is also a settling card, which is exactly what I'm talking about. It's you've settled. You settled in a relationship. You settled in a job. You settled in what's comfortable for you. You're never going to really know what's out there. And out there is a lot of really cool things. But you're not going to know until you set yourself free. Speaking up. You giving up control of your life. Angels call for more balance too in this card, because this is just saying, no, you know what? I've chosen to just be complacent and not really fight the fight in terms of wanting to do better and wanting to be happier. This unicorn doesnn't look happy. I'm not going to lie. Are you happy in your relationship? Are you fulfilled in all areas of your relationship? That's what you need to ask yourself. There has to be balance. Maybe, yes, of course, we're not going to be fulfilled in absolutely everything we do in every way, because then life would be perfect. But you got to be able to have a pretty good balance. And if there's something missing, it's time to make that change. See if I've missed anything else here. No, letting yourself down. That's another thing too. When I look at this card, I think of that unicorn that was like, I had all these dreams for myself and it's just too difficult and I don't want to do it. You're letting yourself down by agreeing to that thought process. So don't let it happen, okay? And what can you do when you need to release yourself and free yourself? Well, first of all, you're going to call on your angels, and specifically they're the romance angels, but it's not just a romance or love relationship. It could be love relationship with family, with the love of your job, with the love of the passions that you have in your life. Call on your angels to help you free yourself of whatever is blocking or holding you back, because that fear, you're just in a fear-based place and you need to get out. Yeah. Take back control of your life. That's where you are. Okay? This is what's happening for September, guys. Speak up. Take back control of the life, because people have been really slowing you down. Tells me by the end of the month you're going to do it. Okay? So Archangel Michael steps in. He is the Archangel of Protection. He also is the Archangel of our patron saint of police officers. Makes sense with the protection aspect of things. There's a prayer here. New beginnings and a fresh start. Okay? Take a look at the card. This is a great card. It also tells us it's time to declutter, make room for more. That's generally what happens in the fall. You kind of put away the summer stuff, you take care of the house, start getting it ready for fall and winter, which is kind of sad. If we live here in Woodbridge, Toronto, for anyone else who's watching on YouTube, our seasons just change so quickly. And I don't think we enjoy enough of the summers we'd really like, but when fall hits, you guys know that cool breeze comes in and it's like, whoa, oh my God, sweater season. Everything changes really quick, but it's a good time too. Okay, so new beginnings. Let's read this. Thank you for bringing new opportunities and offering support and for helping me release and heal my past. The healing's going to happen when you speak up. The healing's going to happen when you free yourself. Fill me with trust as I experience these life changes. So, better job environment, that's what's, coming for you. Better relationships, better time with your family, better friendships, and really an understanding that's going to come with a new beginning and a fresh start. Closing a chapter and saying, I'm done with this chapter, I'm ready for the new one. So, this prayer is great. Take a, I don't know if this will work for you guys, but I'm like, take a picture of it. Take a screenshot of this. I hope it's not backwards. Ask Archangel Michael to help you. He encourages you to keep going with this new beginning. Screenshot this and have it and look at it every day. Say this prayer. As one chapter closes, another opens. Keeping your faith high, keeping positive. I also look at this card and I see that there's miracles on the horizon. There's a few clouds up there, but it's pretty clear skies. So other than the clutter and chaos of this card and being caged in, speaking your truth, meaning you could have it all. Call on Saint Bernadette to help. You could have it all, but you've lost faith here because you're not speaking up. So, come back to this one here. Open arms, be ready to receive. When you have new beginnings and a fresh start, you have to be willing to want to receive the new things that are coming your way and the abundance that comes your way. We talk about miracles on the horizon, be open to receiving, yes. Yes includes happier times. It is cliche, but chasing your dreams, that's what really happens when there's new beginnings or new things on the horizon. Go for it. Stop playing small. Why do we feel like we need to play small for everyone else? Have courage, go forth. Listen, if it was, and I say this all the time, if it was up to Julie and I, we probably still would never be doing these videos because we're like, who wants to listen to us? Who's going to listen to this guidance every month? It's, we tend to talk a lot. Are people going to forward through it? And you know what? When you start with 0 subscribers, then you get 10, then you get 20, and all of a sudden you have 100. Obviously, people need to listen to these messages. So if we didn't push ourselves and have faith and courage within ourselves to just do what we naturally do, we wouldn't be here giving you this message. So think of it in the context of what you have going on in your life. What is it you're holding yourself back from? Speak your truth. Free yourself. And these new changes will come. Okay? That's our wrap up for September. September is going to have some major changes for everybody. So I really hope that you will take note of all the stuff that came through in this reading. I find it very straightforward in the sense of what needs to be done. It's just a matter of whether you have the courage to go ahead and do it. I'm exhausted, so I'm sorry I'm not my usual, well, I can't even get the words out. I guess outgoing self. This bright light's literally killing me. But it's so dark that I had to put it on. So, happy September. Julie will be back in a couple weeks, mid-month, so that she can give you the Oracle card reading. And for those of you who are in Vaughan and know that we have our huge Hats On for Awareness fundraiser this weekend, join us September 8th, 2019 at our studio. We're going to be raising money for mental health, and it's going to be awesome. So hope you guys will join us and have a fantastic September. Blessings on blessings always. I will see you back beginning of October.